This is the Beach Sports Network, brought to you by
We're here in Charleston, West Virginia for the Toyota's Governor's Cup, and what would the Governor's Cup be without the Governor? Governor Joe Manchin, how you doing?
Thank you.
Sam and the folks put together this great event. You know, we have the Firefighter Combat Challenge, the EVP Pro Volleyball Tour, and of course the IJSBA Pro WATERCROSS Tour here. What's it like for you to see this kind of event come to your city?
Well, first of all, this city has been so aggressive, and under Patty Petrola and under the administration with the Mayor Jones, Danny Jones, they've been very aggressive, bringing really, truly some world-class events here. And you couldn't have a better city to do what they do as far as in your state and the capital. To see a world-class event such as this, the jet ski races, professional volleyball, it's just something special, and we just enjoy it. We're just so happy they're here. Bottom line is that we want you to feel like you're at home when you're in West Virginia. We're a rural state, and it's basically the quality of life that we have and the quality of our people that make the quality of life so good, and it's all about our families. And really, when you come here, you're treated as family. And hopefully you'll always be part of our West Virginia family.
You're moving to another phase of your career. You're talking about the U.S. Senate. Talk a little bit about that and what it means to you.
I feel so strongly about my state and about the people here in our state that if I can serve them at a higher level and serve them and represent them the way I think they need to be represented, the way they have been represented, then I'm putting my name out there, and that's what we are. Basically, I hope that we can bring people together. I hope that this toxic atmosphere that where people are supposed to, because either you're a D or an R, a Democrat or Republican, you can't talk, you can't work together, you can't cross over the aisle. That's ridiculous. This country wasn't built on that. It was built on leadership. Leadership means basically, if you can't change your mind, you can't change anything. So if someone brings a good idea, I don't care whose it is, if it's going to help my state, my country, I'm there first.
Guys, vote for him. Governor Joe Manchin here at the Toyota Governor's Cup in Charleston, West Virginia. I'm David Neisey for the Beach Sports Network. Thanks, Governor.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Let's head back to the action on the water.
Moto number 2 underway here in the Runabout Open class. You can see the number 4 of Herminio-IJSBA with a huge lead right off the rip there. Comes out of the gate in a hurry. He's got the 21 of Trey Frame tucked in behind him on that National Guard powered boat. Looks like in third position, it's the number 3 from Mineral, West Virginia, the Jet Draft Sea-Doo Slippery Rider. That's Scotty Wilk. They make that far right marker and come back down toward us. Up front, IJSBA trying to get off the front, run and hide here. The 21 of Trey Frame keeping pace, however, on that National Guard powered ride. We get a good look at our leader, number 4, IJSBA, with the 21 of Trey Frame in tow. In behind him, the Mineral, West Virginia native, Scotty Wilk, followed by Eric the Outlaw Legopoulos. And there's Cameron Frame right up in there tight on that number 2 boat, also from Charleston, West Virginia. We head back to the action at the front there as Trey Frame on that number 21 National Guard powered boat starting to track down Herminio-IJSBA. Now, Frame can't take over the national points lead if he beats IJSBA here in this moto, but there's no doubt in my mind he wants to win one in front of his hometown crowd. The number 4 boat looks like he's going to go to the inside split here. Trey Frame also going to the inside, so he's not going to make up any ground on him here. Frame's going to have to do something in his final lap if he's going to track down Herminio-IJSBA. We stay with our leaders down that front straightaway. Trey Frame trying desperately to close the gap on number 4 of Herminio-IJSBA. IJSBA making a right on that Judge Motorsports powered Kawasaki. Now his focus right now is getting to that finish line first and wrapping up this national championship. You don't want to leave anything to chance in that final moto. A mechanical, another rider going down, something that could cost him this national championship. He peeks over his shoulder there. You saw him look back and see Trey Frame still running with him. Final couple of turns here for Herminio-IJSBA. Looks like he's going to get to that black and white first and wrap up this national championship here in Moto number 2. Ski GP Moto number 2 away from the line. Paul Pachowski on the blue boat looking for a hole shot from the outside. Up the center goes the 300 of Wilson. Wilson peeks over his shoulder. You see McCluggage just in behind him there. Looks like the 300 Hurricane Racing rider going to get to that marker first and take the hole shot. We look back at our front runners. You can see Jimmy Wilson taking the outside split. Inside went Chris McCluggage. So McCluggage much quicker on the inside, obviously, trying to pick off Jimmy Wilson here in Moto number 2. Wilson makes the far outside right turn. Inside went McCluggage. You can see him down the front straightaway. McCluggage just to the inside. Oh, he powers it up, goes inside on Wilson, forces Wilson wide. Wilson washes a bit, and McCluggage takes over the lead here in Moto number 2. The 88 rider stretching it out there. Here comes the 30 of McCluggage. Now McCluggage with a big lead over the second place runner, Jimmy Wilson, on that Hurricane Racing number 300. Speaking of Wilson, here he comes through that finish line area, working his way into the chicane. A little bit of a sketch there for the 300 rider. It looks like fatigue may be playing a factor as we get toward the end of this second moto. Third place rider, the 912 on that fly, slippery Riva ride. It is Rick Shirker coming through that finish line area as well. He's looking to hold down that third position and pick up points in the national championship chase. Here comes our leader through the inside split. Making that final right-hand turn, he'll come across to get the checkered flags for the win here in Moto number 2 on that Monster Energy Mac Racing Yamaha. It's Chris McCluggage.
We'll be back after these messages.
Millstone Graphics is a one-stop shop for anyone interested in getting their message out. Whether you're a large corporation or an average Joe, Millstone Graphics in Fairport can meet your needs. Millstone Graphics manufactures most of our products in-house. We have screen-printed and direct-to-garment t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and sweatpants. We also carry baseball-style t-shirts and 3-button heavyweight Henley t-shirts. Millstone can even customize your jersey by adding your name and number. You can get banners for any kind of event, vinyl lettering, and magnetic signs for your vehicle, and we also have awards for any occasion, including plaques, trophies, clocks, and corporate awards. Millstone Graphics is located at 13 North Main Street in Fairport, and we'd like to invite you in to take a look around. You can find us on the web at millstone-graphics.com or give us a call at 585-377-5760. Remember, at Millstone Graphics, your imagination is our business. IJSBA Pro Watercross on the Beach Sports Network is brought to you by
We're here with the Charleston Fire Department. We're headed back to the action on the water.
This is the final moto of the year here in our Runabout Open class. And again, the number 4 of Herminio-Iantasca shoots off the front and gaps this group quickly. Now, this guy doesn't have to win this moto. He just has to finish it, but that's a true national champion right there, as he wants to show these guys, look, I'm not mailing this thing in. I'm going for it in this final moto. You can see Trey Frame in behind him. Now, Trey is going to battle with everything he's got, because it looks like he'll finish second in the overall national championship if he can finish anywhere in the top 4 here. But he wants a win here in front of his hometown crowd in Charleston, West Virginia at the Toyota Governor's Cup. We get a good look at the number 4 of Herminio-Iantasca easing his way around that far right marker. He looks a lot more relaxed on that Judge Motorsports Kawasaki number 4, knowing he's got this national championship wrapped up. The 21 of Trey Frame right in there behind him, followed by the 11 of Eric the Outlaw Lagopoulos. Now, this is a double points-paying weekend, and I think Lagopoulos figures if he charges hard and gets in front of Trey Frame on that number 21 boat, he may have a shot at number 2 overall in the national points standings. We take another look at Eric the Outlaw Lagopoulos working that Sea-Doo for all it's worth, trying to get back up in behind the 21 of Trey Frame. However, Frame not done with the number 4 of Herminio-Iantasca. He wants to put some pressure on the front runner here in the final couple turns to see if he can get in front and take that final moto win away from Herminio-Iantasca. Final corner here, taking the checkered flags, winning the national championship, hand in the air. Well done, Herminio-Iantasca, with Trey Frame coming in behind on the 21 boat.
It was, the first round in Panama, I ended up winning there in the surf, and figured, let's do the whole tour on the stock boat and see what's happening, and ended up real good. Third place, we're happy with it. Herminio and Trey were fast all year. It was, big time displacement they had us, so yeah, we had a good time, and third we're happy with.
Just to be able to pull it off in my hometown. Second was the best I could do this year, but we tried hard, and we're going to try even harder next year. We're going to be going much faster, and definitely got to thank everybody from Charleston coming out and making this a great event. I've been telling people all year long, Charleston is the place to be, and we love it here, and it's our home, so thanks for coming out.
It feels great. There was so much hard work that went into it this year, and my mechanic TJ, I couldn't do it without him. He's been wrenching his butt off all year so I could be consistent, and I think we won 13 motos this year. So, we won all but 3, and it's been great to dominate like that, and all in all, it was just a great season.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2010 IJSBA Pro National Champion in a runabout class, Herminio-Iantasca.
Final Ski GP Moto of the Year going off the gate. That is Chris McCluggage right there in the front with Paul Pachowski to his left, followed by the 88 of Rob Flores. McCluggage and Flores right to that first marker together. Flores got that boat working very well. McCluggage on that Monster Energy Mac Racing Yamaha just in front of him. This is what we expected all weekend long. Flores has been riding a little bit conservative, making sure he holds on to that national title, but now he's going to let it all hang out and try and track down the greatest of all time on that number 30 boat. So the Raceski.com, Waltz Motorsports 88, tracking the Monster Energy Mac Racing Yamaha of McCluggage. Both McCluggage and Flores take the inside split as they dial this thing in here and finish up lap number 1. McCluggage is off the front on that Mac Racing Yamaha, followed by the Raceski.com Waltz Motorsports 88 of Flores. We're keeping a close eye on this battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th with Haig trying to hold off Shirker on that number 912. Shirker goes to the inside and submarines it a bit. Looks like Wilson's going to get a run off the corner. The number 300 rider gets inside of the 912 of Rick Shirker and pushes him to the outside and picks up that 4th position. Now he'll go to work on his teammate, Bill Hurricane Haig, on that number 106 boat. Great move there by Wilson, taking advantage of the mistake by Shirker. You see your leader, the 30, McCluggage, off the front here all by himself as he makes that right-hand turn and heads down through that finish line area. We look back at the 88 of Flores, holding comfortably in 2nd position. We can see Rob Flores going through that finish line area, taking the white flag. He's got 1 lap to go to wrap up the national championship on the IJSBA Pro Watercross Tour. Your Ski GP 3rd place contender right now, the 300 of Jimmy Wilson, and running 2nd in the national points right here, Rick Shirker on the number 912 out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania. So it looks like with a final couple of turns to go, McCluggage will win this moto, but our overall national champion is going to be that 88 boat of Rob Flores. So we'll watch McCluggage take the final couple of turns here, get across for the moto win, and look for the 88 of Flores. So as McCluggage comes across the finish line and settles into the surf, we look for the 2010 IJSBA Ski GP National Champion, number 88, Rob Flores.
Good to finally come back through a weekend and not have to work on the ski all weekend. I worked on it all day Friday, but not during race day, so it's good. I'm glad to finally finish on top.
Yeah, it was a really fun season. Unfortunately, he did do his push-ups over the off-season, stepped it up this year, and made it a lot harder.
Oh, you know, this whole national tour has been great. You know, the handlers put on this, you know, this whole series, and their whole crew, they really busted their butts the whole season. Everyone did a great job. Every city we've been to, you know, has been great. Charleston is excellent. Last year when we got done with this event, that was the talk all year long, to come back here. And it was good to be back. You know, luckily this year we had good weather, and can't wait to come back again.
All right, folks, one more time. I want everybody to put their hands together for your national champion, Rob Flores. I'm David Nisley for the Beach Sports Network. It's hard to believe the 2010 IJSBA Pro Watercross season has come to an end, but we're proud to welcome 2 new champions in the Pro-Am Runabout Open class, Erminio Iantasca, and the Pro Ski GP class, Rob Flores. We're headed to a couple of new cities next year, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the beach for the 2011 IJSBA Pro Watercross Tour. To keep tabs on all things watercraft, check out our website, UWP-INC.com, and make us a friend on Facebook. Until next season, for the Beach Sports Network, I'm David Nisley, chasing blue skies and sunshine.